Hello, this is Kevin Schlenker coming to you from Hatboro-Horsham School District, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about my work in our elementary school's media studio. I've been working there for about 2 years. Well, in District 15, but in this building 2 years, and with the media studio only 2 years. So as you can see here, this is what the media studio looks like. It's a fairly new building, so the media studio is completely decked out with some top line technology. Unfortunately, obviously, I needed a staff, so I needed to contact students. We are a Microsoft school, so instead of meeting with children and asking them like if they're interested, I decided to go with a Microsoft form. So on Office 365, I submitted or sent emails out to each teacher to share with their students in their classes links to a Microsoft form. So as you can see here, it's basically an application that students would complete. Overall, I think my first distribution of the application, I believe I got 42 applications. And since then, we've had a few other students kind of jump in and add applications because the application process is still like open and live. So students can submit applications. I think right now we're up to like 50 something. Now that's a lot of applicants. So what I decided to do is I will hire 10 to 12 students every trimester. We have 3 trimesters, sometimes a little more than 12, sometimes less than 10. It depends on scheduling and things like that and students' availability. So after students applied, then like I said, I would start making a schedule. The schedule pretty much remains consistent for the first trimester. Sometimes we have special guests in the studio. Sometimes we have different events going on in the building, and the students kind of take over once they're involved. I have 2 student directors who kind of help field questions and things like that because I am a full-time teacher, so I go down to the media studio for live broadcasts. But most times the students are down there setting up and preparing kind of on their own. There is some supervision. The principal is normally down there just kind of hanging out and stuff like that. Yeah. So once they're scheduled, they start coming in. We work with a TriCaster. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's kind of like the central hub of all of our technology down there. So if there's an issue, we got to go through that. Here's the students in action. I have 3 students in the booth and 2 students as broadcasters or live broadcasters. Here's the green room where the newscasters or broadcasters station. As you can see, we have microphones. There's a teleprompter system. Now, what's on the teleprompter is a slideshow created by students, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. Here it is, like I said, in the works. 2 students broadcasting, and we have a couple students in the booth behind the class. One final thing I will mention that we do is, I needed a system to keep in touch with the students because sometimes they work on PowerPoints from home for the morning announcements. So I set up a Teams platform for morning announcements. Students are able to go in there. They can post comments, they can ask questions. Maybe a student's going to be absent. Maybe a student has to ask me a question. So we're constantly revising that and revisiting it. Students also have access to a bunch of files that might come in handy when they're designing. They have templates for the slideshows and things such as that. And once it gets going, the students kind of take over. I will mention this where is it? Files. There we go. Last year, the students had to present what we do in the media studio to the school board. It was my principal asked me to do so. Apparently she felt we were doing some pretty cool things. So it was nice to share that with the school board. Okay. That's it about our elementary media studio here in Hatboro-Horsham. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.